It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Shamrocks and the Snowhawks, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Brooklyn and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but it's not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of shepherd's pie.
Meanwhile, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 22 carries, 81 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits. That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Corral looking to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the number 1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Duvernay in motion. Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And that is taken in by, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing again is Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Quentin Jefferson never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. When you look at this defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And Corral will throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Corral now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Goff. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A give left side to Robinson. Shifts by him. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Corral. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, look at the juke. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Again, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Corral. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On third down, Corral. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Quentin Johnston.
His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down now. It's Frazier. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Frazier. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is gone.
Open man is Duvernay.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Goff.
That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a first down throw. Goff.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And Corral with it on 1st down. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Throwing here, Corral. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Corral. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Corral to throw once again. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Corral. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Dell. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Frazier. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here's Goff. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there on third down. 45 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of his passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff up the middle. Frazier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Frazier. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Goff. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Shamrocks take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Robinson up the middle. A solid stiff arm. Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Corral looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Option play, right side, Corral.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Back to throw, Corral.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defensive guy.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making it incomplete.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Throwing one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frazier. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Uses the spin.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Quick throw here to Johnston. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Corral.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Again, Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku from 21 yards away.
And the Shamrocks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now Corral, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. 56 yards.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Snowhawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll hand off to Hull.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
On 2nd down, here's Hull.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10, a minute 53 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
2nd and 6 coming up. Corral.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Here's Corral. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Corral to throw.
Benjamin with it over the middle.
Here's 2nd down. Now Corral. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Corral.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they take a knee. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Dubliners, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.